Courage and strength are the foundational pillars upon which a woman who walks alone builds her journey. It begins with the quiet determination to step out of the shadows of doubt and into the unknown, embracing each day as an opportunity to grow, to overcome, and to rise. This courage is not born from a lack of fear, but from an understanding that fear is merely a companion on the path, one that cannot be allowed to dictate the course of her life. The strength she possesses is not just the result of her successes, but is forged in the moments when she faces failure, rejection, and the daunting weight of uncertainty. To walk alone is to recognize that courage is not a one-time act, but a continuous choice made each day. It is the decision to stand firm when the world urges her to yield, to speak her truth when it's easier to stay silent, and to take that next step when every part of her wants to stop. This strength is evident in the small, everyday acts of perseverance, the early mornings when she waits with a sense of resolve, the nights when doubt creeps in and she fights to stay focused on her goals, and the moments of solitude where she confronts her own insecurities and emerges stronger. The courage to walk alone is also found in the quiet resolve to trust in her own voice, even when it seems drowned out by the chorus of opinions that surround her. It means choosing to chart her course, even if it leads her away from the familiar and into uncharted territories. This is not about rejecting the support of others, but understanding that her journey is unique, and only she holds the map to her destination. While she may appreciate the advice and love of those around her, she recognizes that true strength comes from trusting her inner compass and believing in the power of her own decisions. In facing challenges, a woman who walks alone learns that true courage is not about being fearless, it is about being afraid and moving forward anyway. It is in those moments when she is tested to her limits, when the weight of the world seems to press down on her, that she taps into an untapped reserve of strength. Her resolve becomes like steel, molded through trial, tempered through hardship, and strengthened through each victory, no matter how small. The days may come when she feels alone in her struggle, when even those she loves cannot fully understand her choices or the path she has chosen. But it is precisely in these moments that her strength shines the brightest, as she stands unyielding, knowing that she has faced the storm and emerged unchanged. Courage also manifests as the will to embrace the unknown, to step into the dark with faith that she will find the light. Walking alone means setting out on a journey without the safety net of certainty, but it is this very act that makes her journey extraordinary. The unknown may be filled with risks and challenges, but it is where she finds her truest self and the deepest lessons of life. She understands that the rewards of stepping into the unfamiliar far outweigh the comfort of staying in the familiar but stagnant places of the past. Strength is not just a defense mechanism, it is an active force. It propels her forward not out of a desire to compete with others, but to be the best version of herself. Each step she takes, no matter how small, is a testament to the inner fire that fuels her. In a world that may undervalue the quiet, steady perseverance of those who walk alone, her courage is a reminder that true strength often comes not in the grand gestures, but in the day-to-day battles that are fought within. It is in these moments of persistence that her journey takes on a deeper significance. She is not just surviving, she is thriving. She is thriving, evolving, and setting a path for others to follow. Courage and strength, then, are more than just qualities. They are the very essence of a woman who walks alone. They are her tools, her guides, and her legacy, showing that it is possible to stand tall, not in the absence of fear, but in the presence of it, and still move forward, unwavering and unstoppable. Authenticity and self-reliance are the defining traits of a woman who walks alone. These qualities are not simply ideals she aspires to, they are the essence of who she is and how she chooses to navigate the world. To be authentic is to embrace one's true self, free from the masks that society, family, or external influences may try to impose. It is the unwavering commitment to live in alignment with one's deepest values, to speak one's truth even when it is unpopular, and to move forward with a sense of purpose that is uniquely her own. Self-reliance, on the other hand, is the confidence in one's own abilities to handle whatever challenges come her way. It is the belief that she has the tools within her to face obstacles, solve problems, and make decisions that serve her growth and well-being. This does not mean she is incapable of seeking support or that she never relies on others for advice or help. It means that her inner compass is the guiding force in her life. She recognizes that she is the ultimate authority over her choices and that she must trust herself to make the best decisions even when they lead her down paths less traveled. A woman who walks alone understands that being authentic requires a degree of vulnerability. It is the courage to stand in the face of judgment, to live in a way that reflects her deepest truths, even if it means standing apart from what others expect of her. She does not seek validation from external sources because she knows that true contentment and fulfillment come from within. It is not about being perfect or always making the right choices. It is about embracing imperfections and learning from them. She knows that it is okay to be misunderstood or to make mistakes, for it is through these moments that she learns, grows, and deepens her understanding of herself. The journey of self-reliance begins with the small, day-to-day choices that affirm her independence. It can be seen in the moments when she decides to face a difficult task alone, the times when she rises to a challenge without waiting for permission or reassurance. It is in the determination to pursue her dreams even when others question her path. She understands that her journey is uniquely hers and that comparing her path to others only robs her of the power she holds. Self-reliance is knowing that even when others do not understand or support her, she is enough and she has what it takes to keep going. Authenticity and self-reliance come together as a powerful force that allows her to break free from the expectations that society places on women. She does not allow stereotypes or societal norms to dictate what she should or should not do. Instead, she defines herself by what she values and aspires to become. She chooses to live boldly and freely, unafraid of the uncertainties and risks that come with charting her own course. When she walks alone, she does so knowing that her authenticity is not only a gift to herself, but an inspiration to others who feel stifled by the pressure to conform. In this journey, she learns to listen to her intuition, a voice that may be quiet but is always steadfast. This voice knows her desires, her strengths, and her purpose better than any external voice ever could. It is her inner guide, helping her find clarity amid the noise and confusion that life can bring. As she grows more in tune with herself, she becomes more attuned to what brings her joy, fulfillment, and a sense of peace. This self-awareness empowers her to make decisions that align with her true nature, setting her on a path that reflects who she truly is and what she seeks to become. There is an extraordinary beauty in a woman who walks alone with authenticity and self-reliance. She is not driven by the need to please others or to prove her worth. Her worth is already known and acknowledged by the only person who matters most, herself. Her strength lies in her ability to trust in her own voice, to honor her own values, and to move forward even when the road ahead is uncertain. She understands that true power is not found in the applause of the crowd, but in the quiet, steadfast certainty of knowing that she is true to herself and capable of handling whatever life may bring. This is the legacy of a woman who walks alone. She lives with authenticity and relies on herself, not just surviving, but flourishing. Solitude is often misunderstood. For a woman who walks alone, it is not a condition of loneliness, but a deliberate choice and a powerful state of being. In solitude, she finds a sanctuary for growth, a space where she can confront her thoughts, examine her feelings, and connect with her inner self in a way that is undisturbed by the demands and distractions of the outside world. It is within this stillness that she discovers the depth of her strength, the clarity of her purpose, and the resilience of her spirit. In a world that often equates constant activity with success and social connection with fulfillment, choosing solitude can be seen as a bold and unconventional act. Yet for her, it is a necessity, not an indulgence. It is in solitude that she cultivates the self-awareness that allows her to navigate life with confidence and authenticity. She uses this time to reflect on her experiences, to learn from her mistakes, and to plan her steps forward with intention. Solitude becomes the fertile ground where the seeds of her dreams are planted, nurtured, and allowed to grow. Through solitude, she learns the art of listening not to the noise of the world, but to the quiet voice within. This voice, often drowned out by the chaos of daily life, carries wisdom and insight that can only be accessed in moments of stillness. She comes to understand that this inner voice is her greatest guide, a compass that points her toward her true north. In listening to it, she gains a clearer sense of who she is and what she wants from life. This self-knowledge empowers her to make decisions that align with her values and to pursue goals that reflect her deepest aspirations. Solitude is also a space for healing. Life's challenges and disappointments can leave wounds that require time and care to mend. In solitude, she allows herself the grace to acknowledge her pain, to process her emotions, and to find the strength to move forward. She does not suppress her feelings or rush through a healing journey. Instead, she honors it, recognizing that growth often comes through struggle and that resilience is born from the willingness to face one's difficulties head-on. As she spends time alone, she begins to see solitude not as emptiness, but as fullness. It is a space where she can be entirely herself, free from judgment or expectation. In this space, she can explore her creativity, pursue her passions, and reconnect with the things that bring her joy. She finds that solitude is not a limitation, but an opportunity, a chance to delve deeply into her own mind and heart, to dream without restraint, and to envision a future that is uniquely hers. The growth she experiences in solitude extends beyond herself. It equips her with the tools to build healthier relationships with others. By understanding her own needs, boundaries, and desires, she becomes better able to communicate and connect with those around her. Solitude teaches her the value of self-reliance, but it also helps her appreciate the beauty of genuine connection, rooted in mutual respect and understanding rather than dependence or expectation. Choosing solitude is not always easy. There are moments when the quiet feels overwhelming and the absence of others brings doubt. But even in these moments, she recognizes the power of her choice. She knows that growth is rarely comfortable and that the discomfort of solitude is a small price to pay for the strength, wisdom, and self-awareness it brings. Over time, she comes to embrace solitude as an integral part of her life, a gift that allows her to recharge, to reflect, and to rediscover herself over and over again. In solitude, she learns that she is her own best company. She comes to appreciate the beauty of her own thoughts, the richness of her inner world, and the depth of her capacity to create, to love, and to grow. She realizes that solitude is not a sign of weakness or isolation, but a testament to her independence and self-sufficiency. It is in these moments alone that she becomes the woman she is meant to be: strong, self-assured, and deeply connected to her true self. Through solitude, she not only grows, she thrives. Facing rejection and doubt is an inevitable part of the journey for a woman who walks alone. These experiences are not only challenges, but also opportunities for growth and transformation. Rejection, whether it comes from others or from circumstances, can feel deeply personal and painful. Doubt, whether imposed externally or arising internally, can linger like a shadow, questioning her every move. Yet she understands that these trials are not meant to define her. They are meant to refine her. Rejection teaches her resilience. It forces her to confront the uncomfortable reality that not everyone will see her worth, understand her journey, or support her vision. This realization can be disheartening, but she learns that her value is not determined by the opinions of others. Each rejection becomes a stepping stone, a chance to build strength and sharpen her focus. Rather than allowing rejection to diminish her spirit, she uses it to fuel her determination, to push forward with even greater resolve. She understands that rejection is not the end of the story, but simply a redirection, guiding her toward paths she might not have otherwise considered. Doubt, too, plays a significant role in her growth. It often emerges in quiet moments, whispering questions about her abilities, decisions, and worthiness. At times, doubt can feel paralyzing, casting a shadow over her confidence and making her second-guess her every move. But she learns to see doubt not as an enemy, but as a companion that challenges her to dig deeper and reaffirm her commitment to her goals. When doubt arises, she confronts it with honesty and courage, asking herself the hard questions and seeking the answers within. She discovers that doubt, when faced head-on, can lead to clarity and renewed purpose. The journey of facing rejection and doubt is not without its struggles. There are moments when the weight of these challenges feels unbearable, when she questions whether the path she has chosen is worth the pain and uncertainty. Yet, in these moments, she finds strength in her ability to persevere. She reminds herself of her accomplishments, of the hurdles she has already overcome, and of the dreams that fuel her journey. She draws on the lessons of the past, using them as a foundation to build her future. Through rejection and doubt, she learns the importance of self-belief. She realizes that no amount of external validation can replace the confidence that comes from within. This self-belief becomes her anchor, grounding her in the face of adversity and reminding her of her inherent worth. It empowers her to continue walking her path, even when it feels lonely or uncertain. It gives her the courage to take risks, to embrace failure as a part of growth, and to keep moving forward despite the obstacles in her way. Rejection and doubt also teach her compassion for herself and for others. She learns to forgive herself for mistakes and missteps, understanding that they are part of the human experience. She becomes gentler with herself, recognizing that strength is not about being unbreakable, but about being able to rebuild after falling apart. This compassion extends to others as well, allowing her to empathize with those who may struggle to see her vision or support her journey. She understands that everyone is navigating their own battles and that rejection often says more about the other person than it does about her. Ultimately, facing rejection and doubt strengthens her resolve to stay true to herself. She comes to see these challenges as necessary parts of the journey, shaping her into the woman she is meant to be. They push her to explore new possibilities, to grow beyond her comfort zone, and to embrace the fullness of her potential. Each time she faces rejection or overcomes doubt, she emerges stronger, wiser, and more self-assured. She knows that rejection and doubt will not disappear. They will continue to surface throughout her life. But she also knows that she has the tools to face them, the resilience to endure them, and the strength to rise above them. These experiences do not deter her, they empower her. They remind her of the depth of her courage, the power of her perseverance, and the unwavering truth that she is capable of creating the life she envisions, no matter how many obstacles stand in her way.